Never having to say sorry didn't work for Ace Magashule. He's been found guilty of misconduct. Shocking theft and incompetence at our municipalities. The Auditor General points her finger. And who's going to win in the battle between Home Affairs and Nandipa Magudumana? I'm Jane Dutton. This is Eyewitness News.
This is Eyewitness News.
The finding: the charged member is found guilty on count 1 and 2 as charged.
Time to go. Former ANC Secretary-General Ace Magashule has been found guilty of misconduct. That's for failing to apologise to the party after attempting to unilaterally suspend its president, Cyril Ramaphosa, in 2021. He has 7 days to make presentations as to why he shouldn't be expelled. Magashule was suspended last year following corruption charges linked to the asbestos project in the Free State. He was then forced to step aside in line with the ANC's new rules for those facing corruption and other serious charges. 104 unqualified audits, 30 billion rand in irregular expenditure, over 5 billion financial loss and deterioration across the board. The Auditor General's municipal sick list. Sakani Maluleka was briefing Parliament on the audit outcomes of local government for the financial year, which ended 30th of June last year.
The instability at councils has also been a major feature in terms of the lack of capacity and the lack of discipline to drive reliable reporting on financial management.
She also attacks the staggering and often unnecessary use of consultants. And it's not just local governments with an appalling reputation.
No leadership, no capacity, no vision.
That's outgoing health ombudsman's assessment of the Gauteng Health Department. Malekapuru Makgoba issued a scathing assessment of it. He says during his 7-year term, he probed more than 10,000 cases emanating from complaints in the sector, more than half of them from Gauteng.
The criteria for appointing the leadership of hospitals is the weakest. Now, how do you expect hospitals to have CEOs that have such low criteria when this should be the thoroughbred of the system? You have your best province run by Mickey Mouses or mices. What do you expect? You expect what we're getting, a service that is in shambles.
Being allowed to speak, the EFF let the President address the National Assembly to deliver his budget vote address. Last year, the occasion was marred by violence after the EFF refused to let him speak over the Pala farm debacle, and their MPs were forcefully removed from the Good Hope chamber.
In July last year, I announced a detailed plan to address the energy crisis. Over the past 9 months, we have made progress in implementing the measures that we did outline in the energy plan. More than 100 projects are now at various stages of development, representing over 10,000 megawatts of new generation capacity and with an investment of over 200 billion rand.
With the Pala farm investigations also still in limbo, Ramaphosa is unlikely to escape this topic for a second consecutive year. The battle between Home Affairs and Nandipa Magudumana. Answering affidavits have been filed by Home Affairs, Police and the National Prosecuting Authority opposing Magudumana's urgent application to declare her deportation from Tanzania unlawful. She was arrested with Facebook rapist Thabo Bester in April. So what does all of this mean?
Dr. Nandipa Magudumana is basically calling for her detention to fall away, and she's calling to be released based on the fact that she claims she was unlawfully arrested by the South African Police Service in Tanzania, and she was illegally deported back to South Africa. In fact, she doesn't claim it as a deportation. She firmly believes that she was meant to be extradited and not deported back to South Africa, and that the Department of Home Affairs, the police, the National Prosecuting Authority, and all the officials involved in the process of getting her and convicted murderer and rapist Thabo Bester back into South Africa did so wrongfully. These state entities are saying that Dr. Nandipa Magudumana's claims are all lies. They followed all the correct channels, and the arrest was affected by Tanzanian officials because it was out of their jurisdiction. So we're going to be seeing this he said, she said sort of game being played in the Free State High Court when she appears tomorrow.
Will he or won't he? Former President Thabo Mbeki says he's not yet sure if he'll join the ANC as it canvasses for votes ahead of next year's general elections. He says many things that are going wrong remain unattended to by the governing party he once led. Mbeki, following a long hiatus, hit the campaign trail in support of ANC in the 2019 national polls and in the 2021 local government elections. He's been away since his ousting in 2007.
In 2021, you had campaigned for the governing party and you said you came back up because they're finally being honest about what's going on. 2024, we're going into 2024. What happens with you now? Do you still go back to the streets and campaign for your political party? Do you still feel it's being honest with South Africans about what's going on?
It's a legitimate question. But when I'm able to answer it today, I'm not sure. It's a legitimate question because indeed, there are many things that are going wrong which are not being attended to. I can't go to the ordinary people of our country and vote for these people who are doing wrong things. You can't say that. So I'm saying my answer is still outstanding.
We'll see you for more tomorrow. Remember to like and subscribe.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.